Hello, I'm Brooke Williamson, here to just tell you a little bit more about myself. First of all, just to start out, I love getting out, moving around, exploring. I've always kind of found myself in jobs that entail that. So I guess I'll start from the beginning. When I was younger, my first job I ever wanted to be was a singing horseback rider. Now, obviously not all of us are so lucky to get our first dream, much less probably wouldn't make a lot doing that. So I decided to move along and be a veterinarian, considering I loved animals so much, which I still do. I have 2 dogs and 2 cats. Would love a snake, a horse, all kinds of animals. But for now, I just have the normal house pets. One of the coolest things I got to do was swim with stingrays one time in Mexico. Also, I would love to swim with sharks one day. So I got to play with panthers and a little baby tiger, and it was one of the coolest things ever. After that, I decided to be a firefighter. Now, my dad has been a firefighter all his life. He kind of moved on now. He works in Galveston, but I love adventure and I love working out. It would be perfect because firefighting completely entails that. But after that, I decided to move along and be a nurse in the ER. So kind of stuck with the first responder thing. Kind of saw that I wouldn't really get to do a lot there. I needed something that was more exciting, I guess. So, I did get to help my parents when they had their ambulance company. They owned it for about 7 years, and I got to help them run it and do filing and all kinds of different things. In general, my family has just been very business-oriented. So, actually, when I maybe get a bit older, I've always thought it'd be really cool to make a drive-in movie down here in Sugar Land, since there's not a lot to do for people under the age of 18. So I think that would be really cool because drive-ins just aren't around much and they are so much fun. After that, college came. Now, after trying everything under the sun in high school, including cheerleading, soccer, theater, NHS, DECA, debate, I did everything. I finally found my calling once I got to college, and that was to do writing and TV, or presenting. 1, it's fun, and 2, that's what I'm actually really good at. College at U of H was amazing. I loved it. I loved the football team because I love football, and especially getting to go to games and tailgating. College at U of H was awesome. While I was in college, I worked at a couple different bars and restaurants, and I taught swim lessons. I also joined Delta Zeta, my sorority, and there I gained a lot of, first of all, sisters, friends. I gained a lot of experiences through traveling, through philanthropy, through all of the crazy events that we did, and it was so much fun. I did that for all of the years I was in college. I also got to do a lot of traveling in college. One of the reasons I can think is because my mom is obsessed with cruises, so we have gotten to go on a lot of those. I've been on 11 so far, and there's, I'm sure, many more to come. There's always a really fantastic story to go along with every cruise. I also love just traveling personally. One of the craziest trips I went on was to California. I guess I say craziest because I went in an RV with people I didn't know very well, but it was definitely worth it. They came down from Baltimore and New Jersey, picked me up, and we rode over in an RV to California. Now, I'd never been to California. It was beautiful. It was cold, which was weird because it was August. We were going to Outside Lands, which was a festival. Now, I love music, and the person that was headlining there was Paul McCartney. And Paul McCartney, of course, from the Beatles, he was just heavenly. And the Beatles are my absolute favorite. He was on my #1 bucket list to see, and it was more amazing than I could have ever imagined seeing him in concert. Also, I think an amazing future job, just because traveling is so much fun and I love doing it and seeing around all different places, would be to travel around and try different wines, like profiling the different wines. I have taken classes at U of H for wine tasting. I've also done different jobs that entail like liquors and wines. And after taking the class, especially at U of H, I think it would just be so much fun to go around profiling wines and maybe even do a TV show about it. Well, that's a little bit about me, and I hope you enjoyed. I'd love to hear a little bit about you, so please go ahead and contact me. I hope to hear from you soon.